Hello, Marek for the first time. I'm wearing a cap because I think my hair looks horrible today. I realized that I wanted to react to Ben Chiarot trade to Florida. I think it's a good trade for both sides. So it's Ben Chiarot from Montreal to Florida, and the other way, Tice Milanek, 2022 fourth round pick, the New York Rangers one, and 2023 first round pick, which is unprotected. And that's very important because we never know what may happen. As Steve Dangle put it in his yesterday's video, the fact that you succeed this season means nothing, doesn't count toward anything the next season. And just as the Habs made the Stanley Cup Finals one year, we don't know what happens to Florida next year. And they may well win, they may stay very good, but there is no certainty in that. Now, what took my attention is the financial situation of the Florida Panthers. Earlier, they traded Frank Vatrano to the New York Rangers, and when I saw the trade, my first idea was this is a cap clearing move. Nothing else. It could be nothing else. $2.5 million freed up from their cap space. So I took a look at the situation, and what really took me by surprise was how much trouble they may get into. I generally like Florida Panthers. I'm way past disliking any team, really. I just have my favorites. Yeah, one of them being the Habs. There are several things that may get them into trouble, and the way I look the other way, that's cap friendly. There are several issues. The first one is that there have already been 2 contracts signed by the Florida Panthers, extension deals for Alexander Barkov, who's going to earn $10 million per year, which is more than 5.9 he's been earning, and Carter Verhaeghe, his salary, and also for this season, is $1 million per year. As of next season, it's $4.167 million per season. So when we count these two differences together, we get $7.2 million more against the cap for Florida Panthers, just with these 2 deals. Alexander Barkov joins Sergei Bobrovsky in the 8-figure club with $10 million per year. And now, let's take a look at it. Alexander Barkov, $10 million. Sergei Bobrovsky, $10 million. Aaron Ekblad, $7.5 million. Carter Verhaeghe, 4.17, Sam Bennett with 4, Patrick Hornquist with 5.3, Jonathan Huberdeau with 5.9, Sam Reinhart with 6.5. You start counting these things together, and half of the cap for the next year, which is supposed to be $82 million, give or take, is eaten by 6 players: Barkov, Bobrovsky, Ekblad, Reinhart, Huberdeau, and Hornquist. That's a lot. It's not like Toronto Maple Leafs lot, but still it's a lot. That's a lot of money. And I counted the contracts of the real NHL level players that are on the Florida Panthers team, and I found out that they have, for the next season, 9 forwards, 5 defensemen, and 2 goalies. So they will have to find a way how to get more players under contract, and there are several interesting players with contracts that are expiring. Noel Acciari is a very good mention. They just got Ben Chiarot. I don't think they'll resign him, and with that in mind, I think that they paid quite a bit too much regarding it's only a rental, it seems. Petteri Lindbaum, Lucas Carlson, but most importantly, Mason Marchment, who is currently earning $800,000 per year, and he's going to be a UFA at the end of the season. So they will have to figure something out. The problem is, I mentioned 9 forwards, 5 defensemen, 2 goalies. That's 16 people. 78 million. Oh wait, can't be. There has to be something in it. Well, they have the injury reserve and the long-term injury reserve, but that is not so important, it's not so influential, because the only real cap hit right there is Markus Nutivara, who earns 2.7 million, but that contract is going to expire at the end of this season. But there is a problem, and a huge one, and that is the dead cap. The dead cap. Right now, there are 3 players with the dead cap, buyout and recapture penalty, and that is Roberto Luongo, 1 million this year, and it's finished. Scott Darling, 1.183 million this year and the next year, and Keith Yandel, 2.342 this year. Sit down. Are you sitting? 5.392 next year. So it's going to go up by 3 million. So that makes it like, give or take, 77, 78 million. And they're still missing some contracts in order to be eligible to play. So this is a situation where we may see a very, very different Florida Panthers next year. There is a possibility that they will have to get rid of some players due to salary cap issues. And from the point of view of Habs, I really like Ben Chiarot. I think he's very useful and he's going to be very useful for Florida. I wish him and them all the best. We will see what happens next year. I like the first round unprotected pick from Florida, because if they really fall from grace, I don't say they will, there is a possibility, there's always a possibility, then it may end up in a lottery. So there is this very unlikely thing that may happen this year and next year. Imagine, it's just a food for thought, but just the possibility, that sweet possibility, that Montreal Canadiens could end up with Shane Wright, Connor Bedard, and Matvei Michkov. All 3 of them in 2 draft years. That would be fun. It just made my day. I know it's not going to happen, or it's extremely unlikely, but just the possibility that it may happen is real fun. So this was my first. I hope you liked it, and, well, cheers, see you next time.